Well, welcome to Debbie's Back Porch. So glad to have you with us again. Today we're going to make Kentucky transparent pie. This has been a real challenge for me. I've tried it twice. I think I finally got it right. Here are the ingredients. Pause and write them down. And hey, if you like our videos, give us a thumbs up and share. Let's get cooking. And I'll go over the ingredients. You know, I keep doing this because they say this is George Clooney's favorite pie. I've got 2 cups of sugar, 1 stick of butter, very soft, 4 beaten eggs, 1 cup of heavy cream. Back there I've got my pie crust I made ahead. This is a teaspoonful of vanilla and 2 tablespoons full of flour. You know, I keep hoping if I get this right, George Clooney will drop by. So I got out the KitchenAid. I tried to make this last time just with a whisk. That won't work. You're going to have to get a mixer. So this is our butter. You can see I've got it pretty soft. I didn't melt it all the way, which I did the first time, which I think was a problem. You really have to cream the butter and the sugar together. And just a side note, you can make this with Splenda, but it's a different pie. It's good, but it's different. And I did make one with Splenda, and it was yummy, and it came out right the first time. So we're creaming this together, and you want to cream it well. I turned the speed up just a little. And then I'm going to slowly add in this cup of heavy cream. And I suppose you could use milk, but I don't think it would give you the same texture. I think you want to invest in heavy cream for this. So we're just going to let that blend in. And by the way, while we're waiting, you can check the link I'll put in the info section for the pie crust recipe. So easy with a food processor. When the cream is mixed in well, we're going to add 4 beaten eggs, just a little bit at a time. Now, I'm not letting any of this beat very long, but I am adding the ingredients slowly. The last one I made, it just didn't come together right, and so I'm doing it a whole lot more deliberately and slowly just to make sure. And when we get that in, we'll let it beat in 30 seconds or so. Then the last 2 ingredients, the flour and the vanilla. I found this recipe on the internet, and I had never tried it before, had never heard of it before, but someone in our Cooking from Scratch group asked for it, so I thought I would try it. And the recipe that I had was very short on details and way off on the cooking time. So I'm trying to figure it out as I go along here, and I think we've got it right this time. So we beat it until everything comes together, but if you'll see, the texture is still a little grainy with the sugar. Into a 9-inch pie shell. Oven's preheated to 375. This is going to take about an hour. You cook it until it's set, until it doesn't shimmy when you shake it. And here we have it. It is set, and I have to say, I had to sort of turn it and get some of that butter off. It was just floating on the top. I'm going to let this cool for about an hour, then refrigerate it overnight, and then we'll see what we've got. I think this looks pretty good. It's perfectly set. I think an hour was too long for this crust. It's a little browner than I would have liked. When I do it again, I'll put a guard on the crust to keep it from browning so much. I have to turn it around to cut it. This is very dense. It's like a French coconut pie. Let's give it a taste. See that texture? I'm wishing right now I could eat sugar. I'm going to take just a bite just for quality control, but you know I don't really eat sugar, so I'm going to save this for the grandkids that are coming later today. My understanding is that this is very rich, so you only get a tiny sliver, and we'll see what it tastes like. You can see that it's very dense, and it's very sweet, and it's yummy. So if you've been looking for the Kentucky transparent pie, this recipe works with the amendments that I made to it. It just has to cook long enough. And you can see here that it's firm and solid. You're going to like this. Give it a shot. And you can make it with Splenda. The texture is a little different, but it's yummy. I hope you give this a try. Hope to see you again tomorrow.